What's going on, everybody? I am back, or at least I'm trying to be back. So I disappeared without trace, and I didn't purposely do it. I had so much stuff raining on me that I kind of needed to take a break from everything, and the break kind of went a lot longer than it was supposed to. But you know what? It feels great. I'm caught up on sleep. I have lesser of a headache now, and try to get back on my daily grind. So one of the main reasons I kind of took a break is because race season is over. Car show season is somewhat over, and the reason why I say somewhat is because today, Saturday, it is year 10, the Chronicle, hosted by Sticky Dojo at the iBot facility in Corona, California. Apparently I'm home, and that means I didn't make it out there. I've been gone for quite some times, but this last week up till today has been very stressful because this car is supposed to make its way down to Corona, California, and right here is my ticket, number 4 of 250 cars for the show. And I've been stressing about taking this car out there, but the fact that this car is now having a melted piston all over again, I couldn't drive it, or I didn't want to drive it. So I was trying to find trailers. I didn't want to rent one for U-Haul, but the one in front of my house here only has one for 1 day, and they would have to get a trailer in and stuff for 2 days or whatever and shit. But I didn't want to take the van to tow a heavy trailer plus a heavy car 6 hours south up the Grapevine, and no room to break down. So I was trying to find somebody who had a truck. Nobody came through, and I've been stressing all week to try to get this car ready to go, but unfortunately I didn't get any help, and I didn't go to the Chronicles. So I told myself, you know what, whether I make it to the Chronicles or not, after this week I should be stress-free, just because there is nothing else the rest of this year for me to attend. So that means it's like tear down and rebuild season. So I'm back in the garage just trying to find something to do, and right now I don't have a plan for this car, so there's really nothing going on with the wagon. The CRX, I'm not worried about it until next year. I got 2 turbos that I can slap back on, get a touch up on the tune, and get this car back to the track for January winter warm-ups. So my main focus now is kinda on the red CRX, and I have not done anything pertaining to the all-wheel drive build, the build for the YouTube challenge. I want to give you guys an update on that as well. So I'm going to start from the rules. I know a lot of people are still getting confused with the rules for the Honda YouTube challenge, and I'm going to break it down really quickly for you guys and hope you guys get a better understanding of it. So the first rule is the car must be a Honda or Acura chassis. Full Honda Acura chassis, no hybrid like putting a Honda engine in a Geo Metro or whatever. Honda Acura chassis. The second rule is must be a non-Vtec engine, so it can be a combination of any motor that's a factory non-Vtec Honda, not a Vtec engine with killer cams or no Vtec solenoid, none of that. Non-Vtec factory engine, and you can do whatever you want to it. There's no budget. It's not a $2,000 budget bill. It's not a $3,000 budget bill, but you can budget it for yourself on how much you want to spend on the build, but the budget is endless. So that's really up to you to make an engine of your choice with whatever parts you want to do. But the catch is rule number 3, only 4, not 8 or more, 4 maximum injector of 450cc injectors. So that's where the creativity comes in, where you're gonna have to come up with something that's going to compete, if you want to compete for the pot, to build something that would overtake everybody else with only 450cc injectors, and that's pretty much it. So the event has an official date. It's going to be February 23rd in Mississippi, and it's going to be off the GULFPORT. I guess there's a racetrack out there, and that's about 2,200 miles from me, and I believe I'm still going to be driving out there. We have a long ways to button up the car, the all-wheel drive, the build, the turbo, and all that jazz that we're going to be putting into that car right there. So if you guys want to be a part of the challenge, all you got to do is have a YouTube channel and document your builds, show everybody what you're building and what you're coming out here with. I think people would love seeing, you know, what one person can come up with despite the rules and how creative they can become. And then the second part of it is you got to do the buy-in, which is for the track rental and the pot prize for the winner. So I believe the buy-in is about 200 bucks, 100 for the track, 100 for the pot, and drive your car or trailer your car out there, or even drive around your backyard if you live near the Gulfport. So with that being said, I just came back from O'Reilly's, picked up a lot of degreasers, brake cleaner, you know, just cleaning supplies, and I bought a new rear main seal as well as a Gates timing belt water pump kit with the tensioner. I have head studs ordered, they are on the way, and all I'm doing today pretty much is cleaning up the transmission. It's super dirty. This B20 right here I picked up from HMO. It's ultra clean. Like they really take care of the engines. There are a few things that I got to swap out, like the intake manifold. I gotta go pick up from a friend of mine because I'm not gonna be rocking that giraffe looking thing. I'm not gonna take any precautions in the transmission, like reinforcing the forks or putting in LSD or even seeing if the synchros are good or bad, you know. So I'm just gonna full send it just like that, just clean it up really nice. And that's pretty much all I have planned for today. I started here a little bit late, and by the time I start scrubbing, we might lose some daylight already. So let's get to it. Mama ate hella good. Dude's over here chilling, cleaning himself up and shit, and then he's gonna climb back into his man cave and go to sleep. So I didn't get too far today with cleaning the transmission because I was cleaning it, and then I went inside the house to make this pumpkin, and you guys gonna have to wait till the end of the video to see that. I think it's pretty funny. Just to show you guys what I'm doing here. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, invest in a pressure washer, all that. I'm not afraid of a little more labor than it takes to, you know, clean something like this up with the right tools. I'm perfectly fine using a 2-brush and some auto parts store cleaner, Purple Power and all that jazz. I'm using the 2-brush to get into all of the crevices, to get it nice and clean of all the gunk. And I'm taking my time on the whole top portion of this, and then I'm gonna flip it over and clean underneath and get that all looking the same as it is right here that you guys are seeing. I think I'm gonna do it this way because I don't want to use the wire wheel, because I don't want that brush finish. I want this to kind of match the color that's you know, the original cast is on the B20. And you know, so far it's looking really good. Just gonna take some more time. I'm probably gonna clean, you know, this into the night until I'm tired, and then I'll continue it tomorrow, you know, just finishing it up. But I don't have to show you guys the whole process of this, but it's very promising. Like I'm really loving how this is coming out. All I want to do is, as far as the swap goes, I want to get this engine to be, you know, like complete, ready to swap in, and all I have to do is plug up everything, you know, pertaining to the swap axles, harness, fuel rail system, all that stuff. But the goal is to get the car running, B20, all motor, with the all-wheel drive transmission. I don't have the funds to buy the half sport B-series all-wheel drive kit, so I have this old one here. I'm gonna try to find insert that, you know, would work with this diameter, and I'm gonna cut this and make my own transmission mount. The T-bracket's pretty simple to make. I've asked around on how to do it, and pretty straightforward if you know how to weld. So I'm gonna make my own mount kit, get the engine into the car, and get it running spiffy before we turn it around and start working on all the rear end stuff. And then once we get all the rear end stuff, you know, 100% functioning, drive shaft, rear trailing arm, diff, all that jazz is 100% on the ground rolling. Then we'll work into the turbo kit, but we'll explain more of that when we get into the whole build process. Right now, the goal is to assemble the long block with the new parts coming in and import direct water pump kit with the Gates timing belt. And this is the kit that I've always used for anybody who's asked me, you know, which one do I recommend. I've never had an issue with this kit, and if you don't trust it yourself, then go OEM. You know, the OEM is best, right? So Gates timing belt right there with the water pump tensioner and the gasket, as well as a spring. And then Felpro rear main seal, but this one comes with all of the other seals that I'm not going to be using. This is cheaper than buying the seal itself. And you know, just buy this kit, take your seal, and you can just junk the rest of those other gaskets. But this is what I'm going to be using on the B20. Again, I'm just going to wait for the ARP to come in, the head gasket, and then we can start tearing apart into the motor and get that all prepped up to mate with the transmission. And then we'll roll the CRX up, pull that burning oil motor out of it, and start the swap process. But I'm probably just going to end the video here. So with that being said, I hope you guys are excited for the all-wheel drive stuff, the content, the build, the whole, you know, explanation of how I'm gonna go about doing it. You know, stick around if you guys want to see more. Hit the subscribe button. Just remember, progress is better than no progress. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.